Are you thinking about building your dream home? In this video, I'm going to share a few things you really need to know before considering a new construction home and some of the biggest mistakes to avoid. Let's get right to it. Hi everyone, Andrea here. Welcome back to my channel. I work a lot with clients who are ready to move up, usually from their first home, and sometimes they want to build their dream home. If you've never built a home before, without some guidance, it can be an overwhelming process. And I want to help you have a great experience. So in this video, I'm going to share some of the most important things to keep in mind when you're considering building a home. And stay with me because at the end, I'm going to give you some of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make in this process and how you can avoid them. And if you're already exploring your options with building and have some specific questions or concerns, please put them in the comments down below. I do respond to them. Okay, so one of the biggest differences with buying a new construction home versus an existing home or a resale property is how the pricing works. Each builder is a little different when it comes to how they present their product and how they advertise pricing. But in most cases, the prices being advertised online and on those signs at the community are only what we call base prices. For example, it'll say starting in the low 300s. But what you have to keep in mind is that's the starting price and it's for their smallest floor plan. And it's not going to be the actual price of the home. In most cases, the prices will end up being quite a bit higher because you haven't factored in all the options and upgrades that you choose during the building process. When you build to order, you're basically starting from scratch. That's where you choose a floor plan that works best for you, which is shown at the base price. And then you choose the home site you want to build it on. There is a cost for that too. And guess what? It's added to the base price. Lot premiums can be a couple $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars, especially for waterfront or preserve views. With most builders, you do have the opportunity to choose certain structural options, like a study with French doors versus a fourth bedroom, or maybe a larger patio, or adding a third car garage. Certain home builders offer a set number of pre-designed options to choose from, while others let you do custom changes. And you may have guessed, there's a cost for those options as well. And it's also added to the base price. Next, you'll go to the design center. This is where you choose all of your interior finishes like flooring, kitchen cabinets and countertops, lighting or fixtures. Some builders offer just a few selections for each category, and others have unlimited options to choose from. And of course, the cost can vary quite a bit depending on your style and personal preferences and the builder you're working with. On average, you can expect to spend 10 to 15% of that base price of the home on your design center selections. So now you have that base price plus the lot premium plus structural options and design center selections. So where does that put your final pricing? I've had some buyers that are able to stay pretty conservative with their additional options, and they can end up staying at that low end of 10% of the base price. But I've also seen buyers go way over. So keep that in mind. Here's another thing to think about when building. Build times can run anywhere between 6 months to sometimes over a year. But what you may not realize is if you're planning to finance your new home, in most cases, you won't be able to lock in your interest rate until you're about 60 days out from the home being completed. It's important to know how any changes in the interest rates could affect your monthly payment or even your ability to qualify for the loan, especially if you're close to the top of your budget. Let's say when you're initially approved for your loan at $400,000, you're quoted a rate of 3.25%. Well, over the course of your home being built, if rates go up even by half a point to 3.75%, your payment is going to be about $100 more per month. So when you're thinking about your budget, just be aware of that possibility and discuss how any fluctuations in the rate could affect you. And last but not least, one of the final things to consider is the time frames you're given for your home to be built. They're not always accurate. The contract you'll sign with the builder won't even give you a specific completion date. In fact, most builder contracts actually allow them up to 2 years to complete your home. Now, of course, the builder doesn't want to take that long. They want to get your home finished as soon as possible and off their books. But a lot of things can happen that are out of their control, such as time it takes to get permits approved, labor shortages, material shortages, major weather incidents. A lot of things can happen to delay or extend the build time. You should get regular updates along the way so you know what progress is being made, but in most cases, builders will only give a solid completion date 30 to 45 days out. So you just have to know that delays can and often do happen, and be sure to factor that into your moving plans. Okay, so what are the biggest mistakes I see people make when building a home? The first one is not comparing apples to apples when considering which builder to go with. Each builder has a different pricing structure, and instead of only comparing the base prices of homes, what you really need to look at is the features that are already included at that base price. For example, the homes could have the same base price, but one comes standard with 42-inch cabinets and granite countertops, while the other will come with 30-inch cabinets and laminate countertops, which more than likely you'll want to upgrade, which will mean an additional cost. So just be sure to compare the included features rather than just the price. The next biggest mistake is not allowing enough room in your budget for options and upgrades. Remember, the builders are counting on you to add structural and design options. That's where they make their money. And their process is well designed to make you do just that. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can go to the design center and not spend any money. There will be things that you'll want to add or need to add that you won't even think about until it's offered to you. And if you haven't worked that into your budget, it's going to cause you a lot of unnecessary stress. So there you have it, guys. There can be a lot of advantages to building a new construction home, but there's also a lot more to it than meets the eye. And that's where having an experienced agent on your side who knows the building process can be such a valuable resource. If I can help answer any questions for you, please reach out to me anytime. Thanks so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.